Are we ready to have some fun? Woo-hoo. I'm always ready. Well, welcome everybody. Kath is our fearless leader, is not able to be here, so our fearful leader is here today. And I want to thank her for putting this agenda together. She put a lot of work into it and got us all organized, so it's going to be easy for me to just follow the yellow brick road here. If you have not signed in, please be sure to do so. You can get your raffle tickets anytime, but be sure to get them during the break and do your thing with that. Oh yeah, did you guys get your popcorn back there? That popcorn I got in Albuquerque at IAPS to include with our themed Hollywood themed display, and I forgot and left it in my truck.
And it didn't pop?
No, yeah, oh my God, that's right, very good. And yeah, so I meant to bring it for the last meeting and forgot again. I think that maybe is telling me something. But anyway, so today I brought it, and feel free to grab one if you like. Okay, do we have any just newcomers? Any? Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Mary.
Hey, Mary.
And I come from Moore Park. And I'm a teacher.
Awesome.
And I am really happy to be here.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you by any chance have a subscription to Pastel Journal magazine?
I think I just subscribed to that. Yeah.
Did you get one
I
yet?
haven't gotten one yet though.
Here's the latest. I apparently got two of them. You know how they send out a note to you 6 months in advance, your thing's about to expire, and then they send another one 2 weeks later, and they keep sending, you know. I think I must have double subscribed, so I'm gonna have to.
Their promotion is buy one, get one for a friend. So maybe you get it yourself.
Oh, maybe. So anyway, I gotta check that out. How about, we got any new members here? No? Shoot. Okay. Any fun news? Weddings, babies?
Both my kids got married this summer.
Oh my God. Wow. Awesome. Wait, what about the birth? Oh my God. Yeah. Stop that. Okay.
Is it still not funny?
Oh, I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
That's right. I just have one little thing that I just had a fun little 2.5 week road trip. I went to Capitol Reef National Park in Utah for 4 or 5 days. That's like a geologist's paradise, not to mention a plein air painter paradise. I did, and matter of fact, I brought one of them. I'll tell you about that later, but I got one. The rock one is from there. Thank you. And then from there, I went to Rocky Mountain National Park for 4 or 5 days, and then came home. So I got, besides a couple of paintings I did, I got 1,850 billion reference photos. So that'll keep me busy for a long time. Yeah. Okay, does anybody have any questions about anything before we get going here? Murray? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yeah, yes. We have, okay. Well, I don't see everybody's names down here, so I won't get into that. But welcome. Everybody misses you. Okay. Few things went on since we last met. We had the beginner pastel workshop. And thanks to Margaret Lindsay, Dory Dewberry, and Virginia Camming, they put together a nice little class. Mike Ishikawa demonstrated his process, but they learned about values and color. There were different sample papers and pastels, hard, soft, medium there that they could all experiment with and get to know. They did a value study, alcohol underpainting and pastel painting process. And then each student took home a packet and a box of Mugno pastels. They donated a huge box of pastels for, I think it was a members show. Members show, not the making more. Anyway, and I remember when I took that class. Was that yesterday? No, a couple of years ago. It was, and it was great. I mean, it really helped me get going on what I'm doing. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I tried. Okay, make your mark. Our international open show we just had was a pretty huge success, probably the biggest success we've had so far. We had our judges were Daniel Keys, Kim Lordier, and Tai Ming Lim. And we had 183 artists submitted 494 pieces. And our dollar income from that was a healthy $6,654. And of course, we paid a whole lot of awards and expenses out of that, but we also had some left over to help us all out. I printed out the list of awardees, and then when I reprinted this, I forgot to leave it at home, so I had my sweetie pie photograph it and send it to me. Okay, I'll try to go through this quick, but our first place was a Kaskar woman by Sheely He, and he got $1,000 for that. Murray Canyon Morning by Natalie Richards, she got $700. Sleight of Hand by Michael Freeman, $400. She should have photographed it vertical, not horizontal. Come on. Athabasca Falls by Marcia Below. You got $300. Stillness of the Evening, Linda Moody. I'll forego what they got, but Waiting by Andrew McDermott. Double Vision by Marianne Mullet. Da Altamandi by Fabio Cufari, and we had some members stuff in here too. Phalaenopsis, Margaret Latham. Turning with the Tide, Joe Mancuso. A Cup of Java, Jacqueline Aves. Hope the Rescue Horse by Christine Overs. Yay, Christine. Earthen Way with Bittersweet, Barbara Groff. Almost done here. Out of the Shadows, Michelle Ashby, and final but not least, Hope the Rescue Horse by Christian Overs got the member award for the highest scoring member. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Christine, there she is. Everybody said
Hi, everybody.
Oh wait, everybody said they're hot. Okay, let's see. Okay. I won't give you the exact dates, but basically our next Make Your Mark show is I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We had a reception for that show on August 6th, and we had a pretty cool slideshow presentation for the awardees. And I want to thank Annette Kim, Kath's either current daughter-in-law or shortly future daughter-in-law. Yeah, oh, I want to put that over that. She helped us put that together. Okay, the next Make Your Mark show is going to be roughly in May of 2023. And the opening is usually going to be around the middle of May or May 1st, not sure. And deadlines in July to enter, and the shows August 1st through 30th. The next member show is going to be March 1st, generally. It closes March 31st, open the last week of April, closes sometime the last week of May. Those are rough days, but just be thinking about that. Okay, we are always looking for sponsors to help out with money or prizes, donations for our shows and our raffles or anything else. So if you know anybody, or if yourself or a business owner, or you know someone that is a business owner, or anybody that you have contacts with that could help us with donations, feel free to give that information to Calif or Virginia. Who's in charge of Virginia? Yeah, Virginia. Award and stuff. Okay, Margie, you're up. Margie's going to talk to us about our theme Thursday, which, by the way, she's doing a great job.
Okay. So many of you had difficulty getting into the program last time, and some of you didn't. But that being said, you can always call me. So if any of you have had problems in the past, just give me a call and I can give you the whatever you need to get back in, or know that you're in the lobby. So our last theme Thursday was with Kathleen. Where are you, Kathleen? Oh, okay. So we didn't have quite enough time to finish the painting, but here's the finished painting. It's just gorgeous. So I will leave it at the table over there, so if you want to take a closer look. So coming up, thank you, in October, on October 13th, Mary Aslan is going to be our speaker, and she's fabulous. She has been in Spain and Paris. She's been traveling all over Europe. I'm not sure where she's going to be broadcasting from. I think she's back here, but I'm not quite sure that. But anyhow, she said it would work, and she is a fabulous painter, and she's doing the figure in the outdoor setting. I do a lot of still lifes, so I asked her if she would also show her still life paintings and explain, her methods and tips on how to get certain color combinations, what have you. Then for Halloween, I have a surprise guest that Lynn is going to take care of, right? You have a family member who is a contemporary pastel artist, which would be nice because contemporary is a whole different mindset. It's her brother. Well, yeah, because I said she can also do November. I have a number of artists that have asked to be scheduled in January and February. And I think a few of them are agreeable to me for the last part of the year. We normally take Thanksgiving Day off, So we are going to do a theme Thursday in November. That was the other date, which is November 10th. So we will have a speaker at that meeting. And then in December, well, people want to take Christmas off or Hanukkah, whatever. It's like, are you sure? Anyhow, we're going to do a theme Thursday in December. And actually, I've been talking to Kat about for even for Thanksgiving time, if Lynn's brother's not going to do the 10th, what I was going to do is have our group, we're going to put out a theme, which will probably have to do with family traditions or, you know, that sort of thing. And well, I'll get a commitment from at least 10 of you to definitely show your work, and then everybody else can jump on. I'd like people to email me to say that they can do it. So that's it. And oh, hi, Linda. Oh, well, it's on Thursday. And it's supposed to start at 6:30. Lately, it's been starting at 7 or 7:30.
Takes some people a long time to open the wine bottle.
That's got to be it.
But it's the second and fourth.
Yes.
Not every other now. The second and fourth Thursday. And it's on Zoom, so it's international. Anybody who's right?
You can paint or you can just watch. And actually what I do is I get an adult beverage. And I do try to keep my dog under control. So, and also I have a bar right out behind my the parking lot with a bar, so I have to close the windows when the fight started. Yeah, and definitely sign up. If you are not getting it, let us know. This will make sure maybe, you know, we didn't have your address right. That's happened before. Yes.
Maybe we have a game Thursday or fight night at the bar.
Hi, Lori. Oh, they're on YouTube. You just search it, Pastel Society of Southern California, and it'll pop up. Yeah, after it'll take, yeah. But we've had some really good ones in the past, and they go back quite far. Pardon? Any other questions?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Miss Maureen. Come and tell us about the workshop. That's where you go to shop your work, right?
Yeah. First, I want to make a service announcement. If you haven't signed in, please go to the back and sign in. I'm wearing my other hat today. So, anyway, we had a workshop we were trying to get scheduled for December with Daniel Gonzalez, and it's not going to happen. So we're going to move it till June. We're going to shoot for a date in June. It would be a one-day workshop, and the subject would be a desert nocturne. That may change. We'll see. He's really busy. I'm leaving the country, so it just didn't happen. Okay, on deck for next year. And next week we still have the Minnesota workshop. It's a Zoom workshop. It's sold out, and I have 2 people on the waiting list. So it looks like it. You know, the chances are nil. I'm kidding. Anyway, all right, and then next year so far we have 3 workshops scheduled. We have Susan Kuznitsky, 3-day in-person workshop scheduled for February 13th through the 15th. And the subject will be painting the light and getting the flow. And she's agreed to possibly schedule a second workshop. We sell out the first workshop. We usually try to open up the second workshop, and that's a 2-day workshop. So she said she's willing to do that if we sell out the first one. And then in April, we have our own Glen Maxion coming, and he's doing a 2-day, possibly two 2-day workshops. First one will be a 2-day workshop, figures at the beach, which is what he's known for. And then he has agreed to an option for a second workshop to sell out. So, and then so far in November, we have Karen Margulis is coming back. Everybody loved her. She was about 4 years ago. And that she just rocked the house. So if you haven't taken her class, this is your chance. Yeah, no, November 2023. So we haven't agreed on the topic yet, but she also is agreeable to a second workshop if the first one sells out. So we have the possibility of this 6 workshops. It's May. Yeah, I'm sorry, April 19th to 20th. April. I'm sorry, I wrote it wrong. April 17th to the 20th. And then the Margulis is November 6th to the 10th. That's the time for it. Anyway, we're working on getting somebody booked in over the summer. We're all waiting for people.
Again, just for the benefit of people who aren't always here. The way we sell the workshops, is we give you a week's heads up notice, that it'll go on sale exactly at 7 p.m. on the exact date. So you're sitting at your computer and ready to, and you'll get an email exactly at that time to watch the box. As soon as you get the email, you put the link and you sign up. This is the real quick, so you have to be on the ball. So I'm just letting you know that you get a heads up email, then you get an email at exactly the time. I'll go to the website and try to sign up.
Yeah. The email will have a link in it. And you use that link to access the payment page. And for the really big names, they can go in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's right.
If you have to input the credit card number, it's going to be wrong.
It runs the payment through PayPal. So if you already have a PayPal account, it'll go faster. And it'll already have your payment information. Okay. And I'm open to suggestions for artists. I have a few people that I'm contacting or have contacted. I'm waiting to hear from, but we're still looking to book 2024. So.
I talked to Barbara Janie, I have already booked 2023.
I'll contact her. I would love to have her come back. She's fantastic.
So you mentioned I talked to her.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll send that out right away.
And also for summers, Christine Ivers, a nocturne workshop, like summer in the summer. because
Okay.
her Family, relatives own campus.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, maybe she's free in 2023. So she's got a big season. Okay. Yeah, that would be fun.
When is he coming?
Be glad to share.
If you want a lot of homework and a lot of education and art, you can sign into El Camino. You can apply online. You can lie and say you got an A in English and an A in math because they ask all sorts of basic questions when you apply. And then you will become a student. And if you don't mind being the oldest student in the class, as all these little college kids run around you, you're going to get a really good art education in anything. They do not have a pastel class, but they have color theory, basic drawing, figure drawing, and many other classes that are top-notch teachers, lots of homework. But usually you commit to 2 days a week. And it's very reasonable. I think it ends up being less than $200 for 2 days a week, 3 hours a day for a whole semester. And you have fabulous teachers there. So if you're interested, oh, and you pretend you're going for your master's in fine art. And if you've already had, and you're going to transfer, if you already have your master's in fine art, don't tell them, okay? I'm taking figure drawing. Actually, I'm auditing it now because I'm not allowed to take, you can only take it 3 times. So they have a limit on the amount that you can do it, but you know, the more you do, the more you learn. And Anna, you took the beginning drawing. She took 2 semesters of that because they have first and second. What else do you do? Drawing from, right, but now you're taking basic. Yes. Unless you want to submit some work to the professor and he can give you a waiver. So. Yeah, it is. Okay. Printmaking, ceramics, jewelry.
Since we're on that subject, Vern, do you want to tell us anything about your life drawing thing, or what are you doing? Oh, whatever you're doing. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I figured since we're
We're here. Morning, everyone. So the next plein air is on the 5th Saturday of. Oh. Thanks. Hello. Do you feel loved? Okay, let's get on with it. So last Saturday in October is the 29th, and we'll be at Abalone Cove Shoreline Park because it's absolutely a terrific location with different views, lots of parking and good facilities. We're staying on the upper level. If you want to go down to the lower level, do so at your own risk, because handling materials and climbing back up is the difficult part. So that's that. It's the 29th of October. And so that's that. And something else is that on November the 12th, Kathy over there has volunteered under great pressure to do the demonstration at the November the 12th general meeting. So thank you, Kathy. And many of you saw you on screen, but this is your chance to get a close-up of what actually is the process of how she works. So that's important. That's the holiday party. Do you have anything to say about that? Okay, well, I'll let you speak about that. The other thing is, if you haven't seen the Palos Verdes Arts Center exhibition about the Gardena High School art collection, it's nothing to do with this meeting, but you've got to go and see it. It's as simple as that. It's fantastic. And also, oh, it's another month. There's an official reception tonight, but none of the artists who painted the pictures will be present. But what strikes you is that in 1929 or 1939 or 1944, the high school students were studying art, and in particular, they they were studying certain painters, and then they got funds somehow to buy a painting from these very well known, and some people are completely unknown, and they gifted them to the high school. It's pretty incredible what was going on. It's truly amazing. And that's all I've got to say. How's that? Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay, Robin. Right there she is, right here, a superstar librarian. Come and tell us what's going on.
Okay.
Let me,
I might not say goodnight.
Hi, everybody. We have books that have been donated, and some of the people have passed and some are current, and we're going to be having a library where you can check out the book during a meeting and then return it hopefully the next meeting. So this is just starting off, and the books, let me tell you who has donated. We've received generous donation and books from Joe Kearns. And then we have Leanna Lack and Lynn's mom, Hazen Lowe, and Bernard, who you just saw. And then I think there's some other people. I think I just got a box too at the end here. Leanne, yeah. And I think some others will be bringing them. So if you have any books, magazines, DVDs, please bring them to a meeting and or contact me and I'll check them in, label them, and then go from there. Now, under the red carpet here are the books. And we're getting a new bookshelf too.
I'm just going to make us a new bookshelf.
That bottom shelf is just about to
Then I'll
break.
organize that.
They can't see.
Quite a
Huh?
lot.
They're not- they
Oh,
can't
that's
see
right.
that. Yeah. Oh, wow. They must be looking.
Yeah,
And DVDs are gonna-
maybe. Let
I'll lift it
me
up.
try. Oops, wait, don't lift that phone. Wait, where is she? There she is. You can see the books over there with our Vanna White superstar modeling.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, even today you can possibly check out a book. Okay, there you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Robin.
For being our librarian.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say next first. Okay, we already heard from Mr. Burnett, so, oh, me. Oh, yeah, he already, well, yes, in November, on November 12th, we have our holiday meeting. What that means is we just come here and eat, party, forget it. Bring the booze. Man. And PSSC will supply the caviar and the main course and stuff. But you guys can bring desserts and goodies. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Wait.
Steal some from the services truck at the next production. Don't they eat like,
No caviar.
oh, okay.
I'll take them.
Ah, there you go. Cool. Okay, Miss Lynn, are you a communicator?
Okay, so when you get your MailChimp emails, that comes from, is everybody, except for workshops, Maureen is now doing them. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, because it's a lot of emails to send out. Sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 communications a week. We don't want to overload you, but is everybody getting emails from PSSC? Great. So we'll keep on doing that, and then Lupe keeps our website. We sync it up with the MailChimp. So, you know, our website is very up to date. If you can't find something, go to psscwebsite.org and chances are you'll find what you need, whether it's an upcoming meeting or it's Thursday or an exhibition. So thank you, Lupe. You want to say anything about the website? And we also have a blog, so if anybody wants to write a blog, it's kind of fun. You can be the star of your own show, right? Or you can write about a museum exhibit or something going on. So it doesn't matter what it is, but it could be something that keeps everybody informed. Yeah, email to Lupe. What's your email address? LUPEBACKE@gmail.com. We'll be back.
Really?
Stop.
Excellent. Okay, membership updates. Joy is not here today, but she would like to encourage you to tell your friends about our society and invite them to come and party. So do it. Let's go. Technology, that's me. Okay. Couple of things. Looking ahead. Oh, yeah, that's right. God, keep it in. I'm not a movie star. Looking ahead, I am going to need to train or teach some of you volunteers to help or how to set up a meeting, you know, how to get this stuff out here and get it working. Okay, so if you are interested in learning about that, let me know. The other thing is, if the gods determine this and you okay it, at some point, I guess I'm going to be president. So, unless I disappear, but what that means is I'm going to need somebody to kind of help and take over the exhibition stuff, right? So our next 2 exhibitions, which I will be doing, it would be great if I had somebody or a couple of people to come along for the ride and let me teach you the ins and outs of that. And then you can take over that when I ascend to the higher plateau. Okay, so let me know. Okay. Oh, and Loopy, we already talked to Loopy, but she needs help too with the website. And she has several little things she could teach you how to do to help her with it. So if you're so inclined to hit the keyboard, give her a call and get to work. Thank you. Is Connie here? Connie Baldwin? Yeah, okay. She's working on a newsletter. Gail, you are looking for some help, maybe? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah. Like with, yeah, but sometimes you can't make it. You need somebody to kind of fill in and take pictures at the meetings and the shows and just whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a itchy trigger finger and you come to the meetings and the shows, talk to her and you can help out taking pictures, you know, and you'll become a famous photographer. Oh, no. Linda. There she is, right there, front and center. She would like some help too. What you want? What do you want? Yeah.
you know, anyone who's willing to help, you know, set up and, you know, I would say during the meeting. And then, obviously some help next week, next Monday's meeting, because it'll be the holiday. And anyone want to bring anything? Desserts are great. If you have something that isn't a dessert, bring it, because I don't know what's happening for that yet. So, you know, the more the merrier, and so we can have like too much food here, would be great.
The advantage of helping her out, obviously, is you can get to eat half the stuff while you're serving it up. So. Yeah.
Well, I'm usually try to get here around 8:30, because most important is getting the coffee. Now, Bob has been coming up from there, if I live far away. But it's not, you know, bagels and people bring stuff and. You know, get to eat, no.
Yeah, that's right. That's all good.
You don't have to do anything technology.
Yeah. Mr. Bob. Diego or Mr.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Oh, it is. Happy birthday, Bob. He's in charge of our sunshine. He's, yeah, he's out partying himself at night. He does this in the daytime. I got a card. Come on, thank you very much, everybody. Okay, so let's see. Okay, if you have any supplies or anything that you would like to donate to our as awards or our raffle, talk to Virginia, Tammy about that. We need all the stuff we can get. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Jane needs your money back there, so be sure to go see her. Oh, cool. She says she's raffling off the Unison thing. Oh, okay, cool. Lynn, do you want to? Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Zoomers, you get your own special raffle.
They get a wave. They get a gift card.
Okay, yeah, you'll get a gift card. James walking around showing everybody the pastel for the raffle. Okay, Lynn, while she's showing everybody that, you want to talk about their on the horizon special project? Did you, or do you want me to be? Okay. Okay, these are some at our last board meeting. I believe that was our last one. We had a brainstorming session to come up with any and every possible idea that we might want to pursue, and we've done that, and we've narrowed it down to a few things. I think we're still working on that. But some ideas that you can look forward to in the future is some live model sessions, a Plein Air Adventures and Plein Air Education Program, op-ed, Operation Education, to invite and entice more Plein Air adventures. There you go. Always looking for art supply donations for ongoing education for the beginner pastel class. Why that's it. Downtown. There were new badges with our current logo, our new logo. We're gonna get some new badges. Yeah, exactly, read them. Okay, well, we already did that. The reveal of the library. Yay, Robin, okay. Okay, okay, if you have any ideas about things you want us to do or pursue, or, you know, add to our program, make things better, see any board member. Margie, did you have something specific you were? And what do you do? Just drink at the pub? Is that? Are you painting, plein air painting there? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, oh, okay, cool. Everybody get that? Go and drink and take pictures and paint. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. One last thing we're going to do before we take our break is, you know, we kind of got off of our alphabetical painting share, right? So I figured we would maybe not have any, so I picked out and brought 4. And we have a couple other people brought some. So why don't, did you bring one? Why don't you come up and talk about yours? And then Loopy's got one that, and you can throw rocks at mine. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get on back on track with the alphabetical, you know, if your last name starts with A, B, C, bring a painting or 2, you know. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jan Schott and been a member for about 5 years, I think. Anyway, my son took our whole family last year on a family vacation to Maui. And we were underwater snorkeling and he had an underwater camera and he took a picture of this turtle. And I just fell in love with it. So I thought I'd go ahead. It took me forever. A lot of layering. But I'm happy with it and had it framed. So it was good. Thank you.
Loopy. Hey, that guy looks familiar. You want me to hold that?
Now we're talking about.
This was I took a kind of a course, I guess you call it. It's a online kind of art courses. It's called Masteries. And then their idea is that they have people sign up as two. I signed up with an artist called Aurelio Rodriguez Lopez. He's realistic. Yeah, and it was great. It's one session a month for 2 hours, and it's usually like maybe 4 or 5 people. And so it's great. I loved it. Oh, yeah, that one was in Spanish. But I think he's the only one who had a course in Spanish. And so I heard about it, Otto told me about it. And, but there were people actually, English people, they had a translator. So they did have people who didn't really speak Spanish. But no, I loved it. It was, he would give you, well, you chose the project, and then you brought it in every month, and he would look at the progress, and he would tell you where to focus. And mostly, I guess what I learned from him is to really be very observant, because you take it in and you go, wow, it's good. And then he would start telling you everything you have to do.
Been there, done that.
Correct it. So, yeah, it was, I did learn a lot. It was really, in fact, even how he transfers his drawings is something I haven't seen before. So anyway, that was my project.
Good job. Okay, I won't talk to you on, this is a painting I did in Joe Mancuso's mountain workshop a few weeks ago, whatever it was. So that's what that is. This is a painting I did in Linda Sofa's workshop at IAP. Oh, yeah, yeah. This is a piece of tape. I ended up deciding to paint this scene as a panorama. So I had this piece of paper. So that's just, yeah. One of the things I learned from her was that you don't necessarily have to follow the local color. You can use whatever color you want on the harmonious. This is a painting I did from a photo reference that I took in Glacier National Park last year. And I painted this in my campsite at Rocky Mountain National Park a week ago, when I was there. So
So you were Rocky Mountain National Park.
from Glacier. Hey, I'm not a real big plein air painter. I like to paint from photos. Yeah. This is one I did plein air, one of my few plein air attempts at Capitol Reef a couple of weeks ago. And I went in the morning and started this, and I had to go back a second day to finish it because I don't paint real fast like Mike or that guy in, no, the guy in Ireland, no, yeah, Tony Lane, yeah, anyway. So anyway, that.
Where is Capitol Reef?
It's in Utah, and it's, Zion, Capitol Reef, yeah, it's all, it's really amazing geology. There's hundreds of millions of years worth of history in the rocks and stuff. It's pretty amazing place. So it's kind of hot. It can be real hot. Okay, I think it's great. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take a break for maybe 10 minutes. Oh, yes.
For anybody who needs canvases, you might want to hit Michael's. I was in there the other day, I was going to spend $30 on canvases, and it says that would be $8.21. Yeah, they're having like a 70% sale.
Wow. Thanks. Okay, so we're gonna take a break and buy your raffle tickets.
And Michael Alten is kind of a Southern California lad, and he's visited our shows in the Peninsula Center a couple of times, and that's where we kind of met him and got to know him better. And he's opening up his own art academy in a couple of days, 3 or 4 weeks. So it's going to be locally, and you should definitely try and grab his card. Yes, Linda. Deep Valley. So it's close. believe it. And he's going to be, I've asked him to talk about something to do with portraiture, the highlighting portraiture. And as a result, he's going to look for a volunteer to sit and to be drawn, hung, drawn, and quartered, maybe. I'm not sure, but definitely drawn, if nothing else. And so let's give a warm welcome to Michael Alten. Thank you. Watch the wires. Yes. All right. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. So I think I'm going to need 3 hands to draw with. How are you? It's okay, I can talk loud.
I can also.
Okay, great. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm really honored and privileged that you were interested in kind of getting a sense of how I work in terms of portraiture. So what I'm going to be demonstrating today primarily is the beginning stages of a portrait, because they're the most important aspects of getting a likeness, but we kind of gloss over them in order to get to the features. You know, the features are always what draw us in. It's how we recognize one another for the most part, right? If we all have 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, a couple of ears on a head. Some of us have hair, some of us don't. But if you can actually get the shape of the head and the proportions and the shape of the hair fairly early on, then you can begin to see a likeness right away, even before you get into the features. If you get into features too quickly, I like to use the analogy of building a house. If you were to start with a vacant lot, and the first thing you do is lay your foundation and then start putting your structure up, you would not then immediately start hanging pictures and putting the curtains up. There's a lot in between that you need to do to build the structure, and then you've got your dream home, right? Okay, so do I have a volunteer? That'd be awesome. Come on up.
I think I sit here.
Yes. And I'll have you just turn toward me just a little bit so that you can look straight ahead. Turning your neck. We got about an hour. So I'm gonna talk you through how I would go about a portrait, and I'll demonstrate the first few stages of it. Typically in a drawing, I would do you do a drawing in 4 stages, and the first stage is the rough sketch, which gets down the general placement, size, proportion, and simplified shapes of the head. And from there, we go into using different drawing tools like measuring and plotting out certain points for location and accuracy. And then you would, in the third stage, move into development and connecting some of those relationships. And the final stage would be getting the likeness. Now, if you were working in pastel, you could do a sketch first and then start putting pastel over the top, or you could begin with pastel or any medium from the very beginning. But these principles apply no matter what medium you're using. Okay, so go ahead and get it started. I'm just using newsprint paper with a charcoal pencil. So yeah, find a spot that you can fix on and see if you can keep your chin level. If you drift at all, I'll let you know. Okay. So I'm going to start here with the rough sketch. Just get an impression, looking at simple shapes. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I like to keep it light to start with because I'm planning on doing a lot of correcting. But I'm going to set aside by visualizing just the size I want it to be. I'm gonna start flowing in these shapes. And you'll notice I'm looking back and forth fairly quickly. Now, I like to keep the sketch a little bit smaller than life. You could also think of it as though you're trying to match the size of the subject as they feel from where you're, distance that you're viewing them from. So if they feel closer to the same size, it's a little bit easier to tell if you're correct. If the size difference is too much, then you can, it's a little bit harder to tell if it's right. Just throwing in a few simple shapes, keeping it very rough, very loose. I can get an idea where the eye line is going to go. Since she's seated below me, I'm looking at the curvature of the face, and the eye line is going to be sloping this way. If we were at eye level, it might be pretty straight. If she were above me or looking up, then that arc would be turning. I'm kind of thinking of the planes of the face as well. And I'm going to get a light line down where I'm seeing the center of the face. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, before I continue, is I'm going to be doing a little measuring. I'm going to measure the overall proportions of the head to see if I can get those established. Now, when you're measuring, it's a great backup tool, but it's not necessarily something that you want to rely on exclusively because it's only a stick. I don't even have any marks on you. So it's not exact or precise, but it does help you get in the ballpark. And then it helps you to develop your observation skills also. So what I'm going to do is hold the stick out at arm's length here, and I'm going to capture between my thumb and the top of my stick, I'm going to capture the height of the head, and I'm getting that first because it's larger than the width. And what I'm going to do is consider that height to be 100%. And then I turn without bending my arm, and I take the widest parts of the head, and now my thumb is aligned with the right side of her head, and I can see that my stick is going out past the left side of her head. And I'm putting a little mark right there. So the width compared to the height is about 80, 85%. When you put it in terms of a number, it kind of helps. So now I'm going to do the same thing with my drawing. Cite the height, cite the width. So I'm a little too wide. So I'm going to trim that down just a little bit. I can do it here at the hair pretty easily. I'll trim the side of the face in a little bit more. So I can now double check. I'm doing everything first. Yeah, I'm doing the hair also in the beginning. And then from there, you can measure everything to everything else. But it's ideal to do it from large to small. Because if you start with the face, I mean, it depends on the subject. If there's less hair and it doesn't make as much of a difference, then the hair can sort of be just something that you add later. But when the hair is a prominent feature, you'll want to include that in what you're taking in visually. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is go around the outer parts to get the outer shape a little bit more precise, not necessarily dialing it in as perfect yet, but you might start to see a bit of a likeness pretty soon. Because You know, if you saw somebody that you know across the street coming out of a store, you know, or across the parking lot, you probably wouldn't be able to see their features from a distance, but you could still tell who they were by their shape. Particularly lately when we've all been wearing masks for so long. You know, it's like, oh, I know who you are. You know they're wearing a mask. Can everybody see okay? I know I'm drawing kind of lightly. Oh, good, good. Okay. My eye line is maybe just a bit lower here. Now, the thing about features, especially with a 3/4 turn like this, is we tend to struggle between what we know and what we're truly observing. What we do know is that, you know, your features are going right down the middle of the face for the most part. So, you know, the eyes are about halfway between the top of the head and the chin. And then the nose is about halfway, the bottom of the nose is halfway between the eyebrows and the chin. And then the bottom of the bottom lip is about halfway between the nose and the chin. Now that's if somebody's looking straight at you. Everything changes when you do this, you know, or this, or this. So we have to really rely on our observation skills. But that we have this tendency to favor the center of the shape, even when the head is turned. So you might notice if you've ever started drawing portraits, you might notice that the features kind of start to drift this way, you know, and you lose that turn, you know. So I'm going to show you a couple tools that are going to help you with that. And by avoiding the features, like I'm not going to draw an eye, I'm going to draw points. I'm going to draw the corner of the eye or the bottom of the nose or the placement of the lips, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my stick. And what I'm going to do is, again, capture my height. Now that I'm relatively sure that I've got good proportions, that's important. And now I'm going to cite the height of the head again. And then I'm going to use this finger to locate along this height, how high or low some of the features are. Okay, so I'll start with her eyeglasses because they're very, very prominent. So I'm capturing my height. The top of the stick is aligned with the top of the head. My thumb is aligned with the chin. And now I'm going to take this finger and point right on my stick where her glasses are. Okay, so they're right here, halfway. Whoops. Between the top of the head and the chin. So I keep this here fixed on the stick. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and make them the same size. If I slide around, I've got to start over. But I'm going to align this now so that the top of the stick is even with the top of the head. And thumb is aligned with the chin. I can see that this upper line right here is right about where her eyebrows, top of the head. I can do that with everything. I use this to draw the human figure or portraits, landscapes, you name it. It's amazing. And the great thing is you can use it with photographs or you can. Okay. So now I'm going to get a couple of other locations. So I will get the bottom of the glasses. Same tool. Start forming a couple of shapes. Bottom of the noses. report that you're estimating enough cramped. Or to put too much space between the those are the common errors. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking at these first points that I put in. And just trying to connect them. That way to the section. Where it is located. Shoulder that's way off. I can look at his shoulder and I can imagine his shoulder to keep going. Imagine that line to keep going where the neck stops it and see what it points to. It's a really great way of getting the head to sit on the shoulders properly so you can see it. If it kept going, kind of going right. The shoulders a little more. I'm looking down at it. You can get a little bit more into the planes of the face. So I can lightly indicate some of these kind of simple shapes that would eventually end up being these turning forms. How do you do that time? So when I start to get a little too into the features, which is always a temptation, you know, we want to, you know, start the eye with like the shape of a football. Notice that I'm trying to avoid. So I will go back to something bigger, you know, take a step back, check the work from the distance, see how things are looking. Now I have to be careful I don't change my angle on the photo because then oh no, it's wrong, everything's wrong. I gotta go back and fix it again. But I like to take a little break and just, you know, maybe tone the hair or do some shading, you know. You could take this opportunity in pastel, if you work in pastel, to start blocking in some shapes of shadow with some of your first colors. So I'm going to get a little more into the refinement of the shape of her hair. Sound like as much, if not more, going with elevation. So, you start to get the eyes or any of the features. It's particularly the eyes or ears, anything you have two of. It's a good idea to bounce back and forth between them, because another problem you can run into is as soon as you think you're done, take a break from it, get some fresh eyes, you come back and look at it. That eye's too hot. Or it's too big compared to the other. That's another thing. Making the features too large. That's another common. It's getting a little bit of shade. Yeah. The surface and the plane. If you look at the shapes of shadows as they're drawn to, you can look at them like pieces of a puzzle, and as you begin to put the tone or value in, serve as a way to tell the spatial relationships of things like that. They have their own shape. It can really do that.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
How am I doing at avoiding the future? I was just getting ready to make the same mistake I warned my students about. When we're putting in shadows, shading, a lot of times, like, people will go straight for the nostril, and make it way too dark. Same thing, we go straight for the iris of the eye. You get committed. If you get attached to it, you get committed to it, you're much less likely to change it if you find that it's wrong. And you'll also maybe not even allow yourself to see the error, because in your back of your mind, you have committed to it. So you become resistant to changing. Bounce it back and forth. Eyes, trying not to close my shape, but looking at the corners. I'll do the other. I'd say I'm still in stage 2. This is the most important stage. We all want to see me get past that, or get to defining. Okay. I'll see if I can. By getting a little bit further along, so we have some payoff.
No pressure.
You probably want to see some eyes. It's not that can I'm bouncing around. I'm trying not to spend too long in one area. And I really should be stepping back a lot more. At this point, I don't think that measuring would do much good because all of the adjustments that need to be made are really small. So it's just now is a matter of really
Question, if you were going to do this in pastel, would you start with a pastel pencil? Do you sketch and then go to
I suppose that's a matter of preference. If you look at this one, I think I started that with charcoal.
charcoal?
Yeah,
So it's okay. It's black.
yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. And well, a lot of the colors are very neutral. It's just something, probably grays. It's got a little bit. But that's totally your preference. Because, in terms of erasing, like on a surface like this, this is sandpaper, so couldn't do much of that anyway. But as long as you keep it light, then it's a matter of preference. You guys probably see things that I'm not seeing yet. Typically, what happens is
kind of avoiding the hair, taking it too far, just for the sake of time. But typically, I would be going back in and toning the hair as well. I can gradually start to happen if I feel like it's in the right place. After drawing a portrait, looking on the eyes, I'm not sure what it is. Check to make sure you've got eyelids. It's kind of an afterthought. Eyelids add a lot. That's good. You know, you got it. Thank you.
5 minutes and then if you want to keep going.
No,
While we do that, right? Yeah.
well, I mean, I feel like I've pretty much gone over everything that I was hoping to cover today. But, the importance of the beginning stages. I think I've actually taken a little bit further than I was planning. I thought by the time the hour would be up, I would have, you know, basic structure, the face names, the location, some of the features, a little bit of tone, but
Do you ever do live work?
no, I mean, honestly, pastel for me is fairly new. I've been in oil painting for 22 years. So I've done oils sitting, having a model sitting for me, mostly drawing, a life drawing situation, but I haven't done the pastel.
I want to give the Zoomers a closer look, and then I want them to see your portraits over here too. Can you guys see that? And the lovely Linda. And then I want to show you guys these. Those are some of his work. And I think these on the table too, right? And then everyone's happy faces at the end. They're getting a walk around. Hi, everybody. Can you see them?
Working with the charcoal pencil on this print like this, it takes a lot of patience to get rid of the scratchy look, you know, that sketchy look. But once you get past that, really like. If I'm gonna sketch out a portrait on canvas, I like to put a lot of work into it, even though I know it's competitive. It's one of my favorite parts of the process. Is sketching like this.
Michael, what's your ideal landscape?
I like the Rembrandt style, you know, where it's coming from one side about 3/4 and maybe you get a little triangle right here. Right, your background, yeah, you got that checkerboard effect. Yeah, so on the dark side of the face, the background will be a little bit lighter. On the lip side of the face, the background will be a little darker, so it lifts the portrait, pulls the figure forward, creates a lot of space and depth.
Overhead like. Great.
Yeah, so the light coming in here, it really takes some interesting light. Well, thank you, everybody.
Please let us know so we can share with everyone.
Absolutely. Well, I'm currently teaching, you know, on the street over here, but once, yeah, definitely, once we get it all together.
And you were at Mission Renaissance for years, right?
18.
18 years as a teacher at Mission Renaissance. Some of your students are in here.
Yes. They're the ones that got me
Yay.
Thanks, Michael.
very well.
You had something you wanted to say?
Okay, well, I'm at it. Destination Art has allowed me to put up a one-woman show in the lounge.
Nice.
So the gallery hours are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, between 11 and 4. You can go by any time through those times. I have like 20 paintings. There's pastel, there's oil, there's plein, there's I forgot what else, watercolor. You name it, I put it up there.
Yay.
But anyway, it was fun to do and a lot of work to put up there. So some of you are over there. Please take a look on Jan BOCK. Thank you.
Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Jan.
What?
She's got some paintings at the library.
Here you go, Chris.
Well, I'm now at the library.
Can you see that?
Okay.
Speaking of Destination Art, Margaret asked me to mention that Mike Ishikawa, our own Mike Ishikawa, has a workshop coming up next Saturday. Paint It Again, Reviving Old Painting. Also, they have, you know, you can go to the website and check it out, but they have a lot of other courses, watercolor stuff. They have a fundamental drawing class coming up in October 20th, 29th. So just check that out. There's a lot of good resources there. Okay, are we doing the raffle?
Yes. Jane, no, here she comes. Can I turn this off?
Yeah.
right here.
That's
Do you need help with that?
Oh, wait, let's do it.
Oh. Huh?
Yes, I do. Hi, everyone. We all ready? Yeah. So everyone else needs a balloon ticket. We've got 8 prizes. First one is 757-6925.
She likes to flush, it's all, yeah.
So you can go pick your prize out. the table.
Second one is 7577026. Yay!
Oh, you mean the red and the white?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, yes. you can keep track.
I think that's why.
Oh, you mix it up.
Look away.
Look away.
Look away.
Like he can see those numbers. Right? Like you can't even see them.
Oh! Sorry, the technical difficulty.
Go that back.
7577002. Hooray! Yay, we're gonna take it.
Don't forget, it's one in a long time.
Oh my God. Okay. 4-7-5-7-6-9-6-7. Kathleen. Yay. My assistant here.
Assistant, maybe someone who's got red occasionally.
Look around.
It's not like, you know, you've got something.
Okay, 7577001. Might be you.
Okay, 001,
001.
That's me.
Oh, hooray.
Because I already won one.
Oh.
So call. Oh.
That's so kind of you.
We'll just let someone else.
Okay. Next one, 757-6966. 757-6966. Thank you. Lucky people today. You should buy some lottery tickets. Okay. 757-6888.
Does it matter? Let's say now. Let me see.
Okay, next one, 757-6923. Oh my gosh, lucky.
Trying to get rid of.
Well, you can't read the number forever.
757-6974.
Hey, I read one. At least I know.
757-6974. Hooray! This is the last one. Oh yeah, we got that. I think on Zoom. 9800555. It's already.
Sorry.
I said it was a losing ticket, so it's okay.
Yay! Okay. Thank you, everyone, for participating.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We have Christine, Carol, Casey. Some chats here.
And also I want to remind everyone, we've got these aprons, the Pastel Society for $10 each.
And these are the people that are on right now. So if you draw one that's not on here, draw it.
Oh,
Yeah, because they have to be present.
Okay, we've got all the names in here, so. Feel around. Kirsty Gelati.
Kissy,
I think she
you
won.
won. You won. That's for an apron. Did you say?
No, I'm not sure what the prize is.
Oh, it's for the $25.
Oh, $25 gift certificate. Congratulations.
Yes, $25 gift certificate to Dakota.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, great. So we'll get that to you, Kissy.
Thank you,
We'll get it
everyone.
emailed to you, okay? All right, you guys, thank you. Sorry the sound was a little hard to hear and we had a lot of technical issues today.
It's okay, but if you guys could post a picture of his like finished demo, that would be cool.
Definitely, we will do
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, see you guys
Everybody.
later.
Thanks, Michael, for
See you
doing your
November
job.
12th is our next meeting.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Yeah, if
great.
Anybody wants to hang out, help put the stuff away, we